In this video, I'm going to be talking about Engin Coin. I'm going to be taking a look at the charts to see what patterns are playing out, and I'm going to let you know where I think this could be headed in this bull run. Also, I'll let you know whether I think I'm bullish or bearish when it comes to Engin Coin. So let's jump right in. So with this chart I see right here, I've got it on the logarithmic scale. This is on the weekly time frame as well. But I've got Engin Coin, and we've been in this long downtrend for a couple of years now, since November of 2021. That was the peak of the last crypto bull run. So November of 2021 all the way through to the start of 2025 at the time of recording this video in March. So we have this ABC correction, which is an Elliott Wave pattern. And so if you don't know Elliott Wave, basically it means that price moves in waves, and there's ways that we can measure that and predict which way price is going to move based on waves. One of the most fundamental wave patterns is the correction wave pattern, which this one is a zigzag. Just like you see here, this is a 5-wave structure up, and then the corrective phase, which is the ABC wave. This is a textbook example of what this looks like. And so on the chart, we've got this ABC, and let me go ahead and draw in what I see is the 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's our 5-wave structure. And then we have this ABC correction. So that's all a part of Elliott Wave. And when it comes to Elliott Wave, there's lots of ways to label the waves, but as you get familiar with them, you'll be able to spot them on the market. So that is assuming that this wave C, so this part right here, is close to being done. And once that happens, once you get this full wave structure, so 5 waves up and then 3 waves down, that actually completes a wave 1 and a wave 2. So they're fractal. That means there's waves within waves on the chart. So let me kind of break that down a little bit further. Let me get rid of this so that I can explain it a little bit better. So this 5-wave structure up actually completes a wave. So this will be wave 1. And then this ABC pattern creates a wave 2. Now, Elliott Wave also uses Fibonacci when it comes to measuring the retracements of these corrective wave patterns. And there's some standard retracements that these waves often come to. For a wave 2, it's often that it retraces back to the 0.618 level, the 0.786 level, or even the 0.889 level. And as I drew this Fibonacci from the low of wave 1 to the top of wave 1, measuring the retracement of this ABC correction, you could see that price is coming right down to this 0.786 level. It's a very potent level. And just because it comes down to that level doesn't mean it's going to turn around. Even for the 0.618 level, you see where it came down. It did bounce up a couple of times, but it did break down and go further. So just because it reaches that level doesn't mean it's going to automatically turn back around and keep going up. But it's something to pay attention to. And so now we have this large red candle that is coming and has crossed the 0.786 level. So for me, I'm looking to see if price is going to make a reversal, because this would be a very key level for it to do so. And if we do get a reversal, this is a really good time to buy in, just because we're catching it kind of at the low before it continues on, if it's going to do that. But again, I say in all of my videos, these are just predictions. This is not financial advice, so make sure you do your own research and analysis before you make any investment decisions. So I do think this is a 5-wave structure up, an ABC correction. Hopefully we get that soon, and then I think price is going to continue onward. And you see, I have a couple of targets set on this chart. So let me show you how I'm kind of getting to those targets. As I mentioned, Elliott Wave uses Fibonacci in its strategy kind of to show different targets and retracement. So I'm going to actually use a trend-based Fibonacci. And when we have a wave 2 going into a wave 3, what we can do is measure from the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1. So we get the length of wave 1 and we bring it down to the start of wave 2. Now these different lines and what they're showing are basically percentages of wave 1. So at this one level, that's basically saying that from here to here is the same length as wave 1 over here, what we measured. And so that's where I get this first target right around $12 per coin. And in basic Elliott Wave theory, wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. It's often the longest wave. So if we have wave 1 and 2 complete right here, wave 1, and right here, wave 2, and that means wave 3 could be very much underway, and it's usually not going to be shorter than wave 1. It certainly can, but wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave out of wave 1, 3, and 5. So typically it is the longest, and so I like to measure with wave 1 because if wave 3 is going to be not the shortest, I would at least think that wave 3 is going to be at least as long as wave 1. So that's why I use this as a benchmark for kind of the length of wave 3. But also wave 3 often is longer than wave 1. And so I also have the second target at the 1.272 level. Sometimes you can go all the way up to the 1.618, but I think that might be a little out of reach for this cycle. And if you're looking at, well, the price right now, we're looking at like 9 cents, less than 10 cents for each Engin coin. And if we went from the bottom all the way up to this first target, we're looking at 130x. And you think, well, 130x is a lot. Yes, it is. However, in the last bull market, let me go ahead and measure, even just from the bottom in March of 2020, we had 140x. So that wasn't even including the beginning of the bull market, but that was just from the lows of 2020 all the way up to the top, the end of the bull market. So it definitely is possible. Usually we will see diminishing returns. So if we did see price go up 140x before, it might be hard to do that a second time. It might be less. So just kind of have to weigh it out and see. But I am optimistic that we're going to get a reversal of some sort just because the overall crypto market could be suggesting that. So I'm actually going to be buying in right now because I think this is a great place to buy in. And I think the risk to reward is looking pretty good with a lot of upside. And even if price got up to its high of 2021, we're still looking at a 45x, which is pretty crazy. So we've seen this in crypto. It maybe doesn't seem like it can do that right now because we've been in this long bear market and there hasn't been a ton of, altcoins and Bitcoin is going crazy, but I think it's definitely possible in this next bull run. So I'm going to be buying in right here. So I'm looking to at least get to the all-time highs before I look to take any profits, but really looking at this first target at around $12 before I really start exiting some of my position, and maybe we'll still hold some higher than that. So let me know what you think about Engin Coin. Let me know what you think about this analysis. Are you buying in? Are you thinking it's going to go to zero? Put it down in the comment section. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.